This segment is sponsored by Legacy Tax. Time is ticking for you to file your tax return, so here with some last-minute tax-saving tips is Corey Hankerson from Legacy Tax. So good to have you.
Thank you.
Perfect timing for you to be here to help us out. We always need the help. Okay, let's start with filing on time.
Sure.
Obviously, that's the goal.
Absolutely.
Right? But
Absolutely.
if we can't.
If you can't file on time, then what you should do is request an extension to file. Now you got to do it today, right? You got to get that extension in today. But if you can't file on time today, you can't get that return completed, then you can file IRS Form 4868. That gives you an extra 6 months. So you push it back to October, and now you've got a little bit more time to get everything ready. Now, that doesn't give you extra time to pay. Just gives you extra time to file the paperwork. And sometimes for some people, that's the holdup, getting all the paperwork and everything prepared. Now, if you don't do that, the IRS is going to hit you with all kinds of penalties. You got failure to file and you got failure to pay. So that failure to file is going to be 5% per month compound. And then the failure to pay is going to be 0.5% per month compound. So for example, if you owe $10,000 this year, and it happens, you got some folks that, owe a lot of money,
right,
then that's going to be an extra $500 or $600 every single month compounded. It's worse than a payday loan owing the IRS. So you want to file that extension that'll slow down that ticking time bomb and give you a little bit more time.
And the last thing we want to do is pay them more.
Don't pay any extra
money.
That's right.
What about our retirement contributions? What do we need to know when filing?
Absolutely. So the retirement contributions, a lot of people know that if you put money into a retirement plan, it's going to come with some extra tax benefits, right? What a lot of people don't know is it's still time to put a little bit more money in that retirement plan to give you some tax benefit for 2022. So for example, let's say you have that IRA. Right, and you've already put $3,000 into that IRA, right? Today, at the very last minute, you could put an extra $3,000 into that IRA, and that'll boost your tax benefits. It's actually going to do two things for you. The first is going to obviously give you a little bit more of a tax break because you've put more money in, but then it's also going to be able to allow you to put more money away for that retirement nest egg, and we all probably need that.
So I guess, at least I would have just thought 2022 is over. What you've done is done, but you're saying you can still do that today.
Right up until the filing deadline.
Oh, I learned something new from you today. Okay. Side hustles. A lot of us have side hustles, right? Whether it's driving Uber or Lyft or selling stuff. What do we need to know about that? Absolutely.
So yeah, a lot of us do have side hustles, and the expenses that you incur in driving for Uber or whatnot are tax deductible, and they'll help you to be able to lower the amount that you're going to have to pay to Uncle Sam. There are other tax benefits as well that you can take advantage of, like HSAs and 529 plans, and so you've got those available to you right now at the very last minute. Take advantage of all of them.
And I think it's hard to remember what is accepted as an exemption or a tax deduction, right? So that's where we need your help, which we'll get to that in a second. You can file for free, though.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we can all file for free, right? And that's an excellent benefit that's available to everyone. You can file for free at irs.gov. So if the choice is going to be between filing e-file for free or mailing in a paper return, do the e-file. The IRS prefers it. It'll cut down on errors, and it'll make you get that refund a little bit faster. Now, here's a new one most people don't know about, is that you can also get help on irs.gov in preparing that return, not just filing it. So you can go to irs.gov/free file, and they have a program there that allow you to get help actually preparing the tax return itself. Free assisted preparation of the return at no cost. And they have program available to help you get that done. So it's irs.gov/free file.
Is there a stipulation of who can file?
So for this particular program, it's open, right? Now the e-file portion is available to folks that make less than a certain amount of money. I think it's $73,000. Okay. But you can get assistance with preparing the return.
Okay, and then we talk about the professional help, getting help, making sure we're getting the most out of this that we can. What do you suggest with that?
Well, sometimes people just get overwhelmed, right? The thought of preparing.
Raising my hand right here.
The thought of preparing and filing that return is sometimes just overwhelming for folks, right? So my last tip is, if you need help, get help. Right? Go to a tax professional and get help preparing and filing that return, whether you're going to do it today or whether you're going to file that extension and get it done early. Because sometimes what happens is people just say, oh, I throw my hands up and I can't do it, right? So you fail to file for a year or two. 2 years becomes 4 or 5. And, and the next thing you know, that little tax problem is now a tax nightmare, right? And it just compounds from there. So I say get help right now. The IRS has programs in place to help you do this, and also to help you to work with, to resolve the not only the tax, but the interest and penalties as well. So if you need help navigating those programs, there are tax professionals there to help you get that done.
Such great advice as always, Corey. Thank you so very much.
Thank you for having me.
It's a crazy time, and we appreciate you helping us with it. If you owe the IRS, would like to see if you qualify for a fresh start, Legacy Tax has an online qualification tool at levyking.com. You can just answer a few simple questions. You'll be on your way. You can also reach Legacy Tax by dialing 1-877-538-9546. Again, that's 1-877-538-9546.